Boys and girls, I haven't seen you in a while because it's the weekend, but you'll be coming to school tomorrow, and tonight you've turned in to read one of my favorite books. There's a whole series, and I have them in my office, so if you like it, feel free to come and borrow it. It's called Cirque to Freak. I've always been fascinated by spiders. I used to collect them when I was younger. I'd spend hours rooting through the dusty old shed at the bottom of our garden, hunting the cobwebs for lurking 8-legged predators. When I found one, I'd bring it in and let it loose in my bedroom. It used to drive my mom crazy. Usually the spider would slip away after no more than a day or two, never to be seen again. But sometimes they hung around longer. I had one who made a cobweb above my bed and stood guard for almost a month. Going to sleep, I used to imagine the spider creeping down, crawling into my mouth, sliding down my throat, and laying loads of eggs in my belly. That's pretty gross. The baby spiders would hatch after a while and eat me alive from the inside out. I loved being scared when I was little. When I was 9, my mom and dad gave me a small tarantula. It wasn't poisonous or very big, but it was the greatest gift I've ever received. I played with that spider almost every waking hour of the day. Gave it all sorts of treats like flies and cockroaches and tiny worms. I spoiled it rotten. Then, one day I did something really stupid. I've been watching a cartoon in which one of the characters was sucked up by a vacuum cleaner. No harm came to him. He squeezed out of the bag, dusty and dirty and mad as hell. It was funny. So funny, I tried it myself with a tarantula. Needless to say, things didn't happen quite like they did in the cartoon. The spider was ripped to pieces. I cried a lot, but it was too late for tears. My pet was dead. It was my fault, and there was nothing I could do about it. My parents practically hollered the roof down when they found out what I'd done. The tarantula had cost a lot of money. They said I was irresponsible, and from that day on, they never again let me have a pet, not even an ordinary garden spider. I started with that tale from the past for 2 reasons. One will become obvious as this book unfolds. The other reason is, this is a true story. I don't expect you to believe me. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't lived it, but it is. Everything I describe in this book happened just as I tell it. The thing about real life is when you do something stupid, it normally costs you. In books, the heroes can make as many mistakes as they like. It doesn't matter what they do because everything works out in the end. They'll beat the bad guys and put things right and everything ends up cool. In real life, vacuum cleaners kill spiders. If you cross a busy road without looking, you get whacked by a car. If you fall out of a tree, you break some bones. Real life's nasty. It's cruel. It doesn't care about heroes and happy endings and the way things should be. In real life, bad things happen. People die. Fights are lost. Evil wins. I just wanted to make that clear before I began. One more thing. My name isn't really Darren Shan. Everything's true in this book except for the names. All right, there you go, boys and girls. Remember, perfect attendance in grades 4th or 5th, and you can have this book. Can't wait to see you tomorrow.